What is up, cinephiles? Welcome back to Screen Kings. Today's video we'll be talking about Netflix sports drama film called Hustle, directed by Jeremiah Zagar. And in it, we have Adam Sandler playing Stanley Sugarman. He's a basketball scout for the Philadelphia 76ers, and he's searching for his next basketball prodigy that will help them land a championship. So he sets his sights into this tall Spanish construction worker named Bo Cruz, played by Juancho Hernangómez, and as he sees the potential in him, he decides to groom him, and together, against all odds, they have to prove that they have what it takes to make it to the NBA. Now, this is your underdog, rags to riches, crowd pleaser story about making it to the NBA. It's an ode to the basketball and just in general the human resilience and spirit. So if you've seen movies like King Richard, Moneyball, personally I think this is like a mix of the first Rocky film and Jerry Maguire. If you've seen those films, you will be familiar with the setup. So there is a familiar path here, but that does not discount that this film is full with heart. And Jeremiah Zagar here, I wouldn't call his direction visionary. There's some occasional cliches and plot elements that you probably have seen in the previous movies that I mentioned, but he recognizes that this movie didn't need to be anything else than what it is supposed to be. So I appreciate that he remained to the true core of the film and his sensibilities. He knows how to hit the right notes and just present everything with sincerity, and it also helps that the two leads here are really outstanding in their work in just making it feel natural and charismatic. This is basically the struggle of two men who are flawed characters, but they are trying to prove to themselves, and not only to themselves but to the people around them, that they can achieve what their goals are if they have the enough passion and perseverance. Personally, my favorite parts of this movie are the training montages. It just reminded me so much of the Rocky training montage, and it helps that the camera work is where it actually shines, and also the quick and enthusiastic editing here. You can see some scenes of Bo running around, jumping, dribbling a lot of balls, and I think it creates a lot of dynamic and it increases the tension that the movie needed. So I think that's some of the best parts of this movie. But of course, the MVP of this movie has to be Adam Sandler, and I'm glad that he gets to do a dramatic role again, because this is a type of movie that kind of reminds us that Adam Sandler, when he wants to, he can be a fine dramatic actor, and we've only seen him in a really outstanding dramatic role, I would say, in Uncut Gems. That's one of his most recent work, and this is his best performance since Uncut Gems. He finds his mojo in this character of Stanley Sugarman, and it also helps that this character is more likable than the one he played in Uncut Gems. So I think Adam Sandler is the type of actor that he's not afraid to show his vulnerability. There's world weariness in there, there's sadness in his eyes, and there's a penchant for comedies. Together, all those qualities make up for this complex character. And also, I have to give credit, of course, to Juancho Hernangómez. Admittedly, I'm not familiar with the actor, and I'm not surprised to know that he's actually an NBA veteran, because he really delivered in all of his basketball scenes. But acting wise, I think he is captivating. There are also a lot of cameos from rising NBA stars here. Probably if you're a basketball fan, this will give you a lot of joy watching this, but nevertheless, if you're not, I think you will still appreciate this story. What I like about these cameos is they don't appear as distracting like in a Space Jam level, but it's just the right amount of providing this welcome sense of reality that this is actually the NBA. Now, as for the supporting characters, I think that's the weak part of the movie. We got some villains here, and I don't think the movie properly fleshed their motivations for them to root against our main characters. Queen Latifah is also here, who's just relegated to a supportive wife role. Stanley Sugarman has a daughter here, and I don't think the movie explored their relationship enough to give it an impact. But when it matters the most, which is the mentor-mentee relationship between Stanley and Bo, that's when the movie finds its right groove. Overall, even if this movie follows a conventional route, even if you know the destination, it doesn't discount the fact that this is a satisfying movie to watch. You can just really tell that this is a movie that is made by people who loves the game and who knows the business of basketball. So it really shows in the amount of insight that I got to learn from this movie. So I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 stars. There's just enough sincerity in its direction and in its performances to make this more than your average run-of-the-mill sports drama film. So how about you guys? Let me know if you've seen this film. Did you like it? Hit them on the comment sections down below. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't yet for weekly reviews of movies and TV shows. Thank you so much guys for watching. Until then, I'll see you all on the next one.